Birding the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Check out thepalmbeaches.tv to learn more. Welcome to another episode of Birding the Palm Beaches. This morning I'm with my son Joseph and his friend Basil, and we're exploring the system of canals and waterways that crisscross the Palm Beaches in search of fins and feathers. Palm Beach County is one of the largest and most eco-diverse counties in all of Florida, and the Palm Beaches are a paradise of never-ending outdoor activities and things to do and see. An unmatched landscape of first-rate birding, incredible wildlife management areas, year-round fishing, a multitude of water sports, and exceptional beaches make this the best place to experience Florida. From the Everglades to the Atlantic Ocean, you are sure to find things to do that will stoke your passions and make lasting memories. Here in the Palm Beaches, birding and wildlife viewing is a big deal, even bigger than you might imagine. In fact, birding is second only to beach-related activities as a form of outdoor recreation for both visitors and residents. If you're already into birding, you probably know that Florida and Palm Beach County is considered one of the best places in the world for this activity. South Florida is a birding mecca, from the colorful and distinctive natural populations of wading birds to the specialties like Florida scrub jays and red cockaded woodpeckers, combined with the winter migration of flocks from up north. Palm Beach County is truly a birdwatcher's paradise. Birds of a feather flock together in the Palm Beaches. Big birds, little birds, pink birds, blue birds. The Palm Beaches is one of the best birding spots in the country. Discover the Palm Beaches and experience one of America's top birding destinations. Man, this is Palm Beach right here. Sailfish capital of the world for sure.
There we go, bring them in. All right.
This is an incredibly rich area, and it's just a couple of miles offshore. Sailfish here. Ooh, look at that. There he comes up. Ooh, look at that. Some of the best game fishing that you can have in the entire world. Birding the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Check out thepalmbeaches.tv to learn more. Yeah, it's bird crazy this morning in the Lake Clark Shores canals and system of lakes. This is an incredible watershed that goes all the way from down south in sort of Delray Beach, and we can access all those waterways down there, John Prince Park, Lake Ida, and then all the way up here through Lake Clark Shores, and then make our way up along the C51 canal. Excellent birding opportunities and some fantastic fishing as well. There's a juvenile little blue heron. You can see that very unique coloration. It's white and it's changing into that slate blue color, which it'll get when it turns into an adult phase. A beautiful anhinga drying his wings. He's just flown off. Now they don't have the oil glands that a lot of other water birds have that allow them to waterproof their wings. Their wings are not waterproof, and they do that so that they can dive under the water so that they're not buoyant. But it also means that when those wings get soaked, they then need to dry them out again before they start hunting again. So incredible bird, the anhinga. It's also called in some parts of the world the snake bird on account of that really long neck. And oh, we've got a limpkin and a tricolored heron here on the bank over here. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at the baby ducks. Some baby muscovies. Another species of heron here. This is a great egret. One of the largest species of heron that we get in these canal systems, second only to the great blue heron, is this beautiful bird. Now this is more of a patient predator than the tricolored heron, and it'll spend a lot of time standing dead still, just like the great blue heron will, waiting for something to swim by it, and then it'll spear it with that incredibly sharp bill. This tricolored heron is hunting in the shallows. It's hunting minnows, and unlike the great blue heron, which is a stand and wait predator, this tricolored heron is a lot more active. It'll flit about the surface and trying to actually get at those little minnows. It won't often wait as much, but it'll actively pursue them. These are mottled ducks, and they often hybridize with mallards, and this is a huge problem for them because these are native ducks, and unfortunately mallards hybridize and compromise the genetic integrity of a species like the mottled duck. Right now we're in the Lake Clark Shores system of canals and lakes, and this just happens to be a designated bird sanctuary. So it's a fantastic area to come and explore the waterways, looking for water birds like herons and limpkins and various other birds that are often associated with water. But it's also some of the best freshwater fishing in all of Florida. So this morning we're going to go try and get some live bait, some cast netting in this morning, and then see if we can try our hand at not only birding, but also see if we can get hold of some beautiful peacock bass and largemouth bass as well. Wow! You see that brown pelican diving, and this is one of our best signs for shad in the open water here. The water here is quite deep. They like the cooler waters of the canal here, and if we just keep our eye on this brown pelican, we'll probably be able to get some shad here this morning. Brown pelicans, unlike their cousins, the white pelicans, actually plunge dive for fish. So they'll circle quite high up. They've got excellent eyesight. They'll look for shad just below the surface of the water, and they'll dive with their necks pointed straight out, and then on impact, they'll pull back and then grab those fish in that cavernous bill. Okay, so we're going to get Joseph on the front, throwing the cast net here. We've got some shad flitting on the surface here. This brown pelican has been the perfect indicator, the fisherman's friend, telling us exactly where the shad are this morning.
So we're here at Wakodahatchee Park in the center part of the county, and specifically we're at the Wakodahatchee Nature Center. And we're here with Lauren Rambo, and we're also here with Alex, the great horned owl. Can you tell us a little bit about Alex and what sets her apart as far as her ability to be a successful predator?
Alrighty, so the key feature for this owl, first and foremost, is this is the largest owl species in the lower 48. They have the ability to lift 3 to 5 times their body weight. She only weighs 3 pounds, so she can lift a nice big animal such as a skunk or a possum. Things like squirrels are very light to her, but they have that because they have these huge talons. Let's see if she'll show them out a little bit. They have these super long talons, and then in the back they have a big talon back here that's called the hallux. That is the killing toe. That is what gives them so much power. They also are covered from head to talon in feathers. That makes them completely silent when they are flying. So if she'll turn around, you will notice that she has this facial disc that's outlined in black lines. Basically, it's like having your hands up on your face like your binoculars. So that is her binocular facial disc. She's got these big yellow eyes that help her in low light settings see 35 times better than human beings. Their size helps them as well, and they have excellent camouflage, so they have the ability to adapt into marshes, forests, swamps, just about any setting, even prairies.
You know, the great horned owl is a swallowtail kite's top predator, but they can take birds up to and including red-tailed hawks, right?
Yes, even larger than that. These guys have been known to predate on eagle nests as well.
That is unbelievable. All right, so Wakodahatchee Nature Center, Alex the owl. When can people come and visit Alex and learn more from her?
Well, the Nature Center is open Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday through Friday, we're open 1 to 4:30, and Saturday we're open 10 to 4:30. Alex lives outside in a big enclosure where she gets to fly around, but when we are open, we do rotate in our bigger birds and bring them in so that the public can see them. But we do offer raptor chapters, and Raptor Day is coming up as well on March 17th. So those are all wonderful times when people can come and visit Alex.
All right, and what other kind of animals do you have at the Nature Center that people come and check out?
We have various reptiles like snakes, alligators, turtles. We have other birds of prey such as an eastern screech owl, a barred owl, a black vulture, and a red-shouldered hawk.
Wow. So there you go, Alex the owl. Come out to Wakodahatchee Nature Center. Come check out Alex and all his friends, or all her friends. Thank you so much for being with us and letting us learn a little more about the great horned owl.
You're welcome.
Birding the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Check out thepalmbeaches.tv to learn more. This brown pelican has shown us where the shad are, and they've moved, this big school of shad have moved under one of the bridges, probably to get out of the sun, and there's a whole bunch right up in front here. Joseph's going to try and cast net some for us.
Oh, I got him.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of shad here. Nice. We've got a whole bunch of shad here. Joseph, let's... Oh, that's beautiful. Great. Get them straight in the live well. Great bait for peacock bass and largemouth. Good job, Joe. This is one of the most prolific of the bait fish in these freshwater canals is shad, a superb bait for peacock bass and largemouth bass. The other great bait, of course, is golden shiners, and we've now got a mixture of golden shiners and shad to feed these peacock bass and largemouth bass. All right, so we've got a live well full of shad and golden shiners, and we're going to now target two of my very best, most successful canals for peacock bass. This one canal we're going to now, in particular, holds some really nice fish, up to about 8 pounds, probably the biggest we've seen there. But it is a fantastic canal with some really, really big fish. So we're going to go have a look. Yes, Joseph. Nice. Nice fish on there. What does it feel like? Okay. Oh, that's a nice peacock. Okay, I'm gonna have to lip him because I don't have the net. You have to tire him out good. Oh, beauty. Oh, nice peacock. Beauty, dude. Okay, hold him. Wait, 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 Joe. Wait. Let me go up front, please.
Nice fish. Bring him right into the boat, please.
There we go. Here we have a nice peacock bass. They are actually invasive to Florida, but they are considered a game fish, so they're actually amazing to catch.
Look at the hump on that guy. That's a male
Nice
with the hump on his head. Beautiful fish. Oh man, well that's first cast straight onto a fish in one of these productive canals. This is a canal that I like to fish a lot because it holds a really nice size of fish. Okay, let's just measure this guy quickly. Okay, so he's 17. Okay, so about 2.5 pounds. Not a bad little peacock.
We get them way bigger than this. Okay?
Sure do.
Let's get them back.
Yep. With Lake Clark Shores being a bird sanctuary, there's a lot of homeowners here that put up purple martin nest boxes, and we've got one at the end of the canal here. Really, really good for purple martins, and such a beautiful dawn chorus song to hear the purple martins early in the morning before they leave the nest. Easy. All right, that's just another species here this morning. Okay, bring it in. Nice big cichlid. This is a big Mayan cichlid. They fight fairly hard, but they're not what we're after.
It's nice.
Gave you a bit of a fight, huh?
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right, throw it back. Good job. Nice job. Is it a cichlid? Think so? Yep, big cichlid. They're a bit of a pest, but that's another big one. You can see the way they shake their heads like that. Oh yeah. It's a nice one. Nice largemouth. Bring him round up to the boat. Oh, that's a beauty. Hold on. Yes! Oh, what a nice fish, Basil. Woo! Well done, buddy. Hold him up for the camera. Okay. Oh, that's a really nice largemouth there. Ah, beauty. All right, let's measure this guy and get an estimate of his weight. Okay, let me get him to there. Thanks. Oh, that's a nice fish. I'm going to say this is probably 4 to 5 pounds. Yep, exactly a 5-pound fish. A really nice bass, Basil. Woo! Yeah. All right, let's do a release. Come out the back here. Release him softly into the water, get him revived. Nice. All right, Basil, give me 5. Good job, buddy. Good job. Ah, well that's great. We've got a nice peacock, probably a 2.5 pound peacock and now a 5 pound largemouth. Some great birds this morning. We've seen almost every heron species you can find in Florida. And the day is just beginning.
Birds of a feather flock together in the Palm Beaches. Big birds, little birds, pink birds, blue birds. The Palm Beaches is one of the best birding spots in the country. Discover the Palm Beaches and experience one of America's top birding destinations.
There's a gentler side of Florida, just waiting for you to discover it, where America's first resort destination was built and genuine hospitality began. A place with cleaner sands, warmer waters, and fewer crowds. A place different than the rest, one that exceeds, excels, and surpasses all expectation, waiting here just for you. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches.
Another really important consideration when photographing or getting close to birds and wildlife on the water is stability. You can see I've got my scope set up right here and my camera equipment. It's really, really stable, and I'm able to lock down on my subject and get some great, great images. And then for those occasions where you need increased elevation, these sit-on-top kayaks are really easy to stand up. They're very, very stable. All I do is I put my seat back, just like that. I can stand on the deck pad over here, use this, the back of the seat as stability, and then I can look with my binoculars at a bird over the riverbank, or pick up my point and shoot camera and take some wonderful clicks. Very, very stable, and you're not losing any equipment on a Hobie Pro Angler sit-on-top kayak.
Birding the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Check out thepalmbeaches.tv to learn more.
Here we've got the largest of the herons, a great blue heron. And unlike the tri-colored heron, this is a stand and wait predator, so he's going to stand stock still, waiting for a fish or a frog or even a snake to swim by him. You know, people often ask me, they say, well, how can I get my kids into birding? Especially, you know, teenage boys. Probably the last thing on their mind is going out birding. Well, one of the ways is take them fishing. And along the way, there's so much more than just fishing. You're looking at birds. These ecosystems and these water systems have otters in them, there's gators, there's a whole bunch of interesting wildlife besides just the fishing aspect. And that's probably one of the easiest ways to get kids hooked on birding and the outdoors. Take them fishing.
That little green heron with a nest, babies in it.
No way. Good spot, you see? That's exactly what we're talking about. There we go. Got the eagle eye on. This will be cool. Little green heron with babies on the nest. This is amazing, guys. Look at this, just in the shade here, we've got a little green heron, the bird we were just watching. It's got a tiny baby on the nest there. Look at that with the adult right over there. 2 babies. Oh, well spotted, Joe. That is awesome. So how's that for the eagle eye of the boys? That's where it helps to have young eyes on the boat. You can see how that green heron has built its nest right on the edge of the overhanging vegetation in the flimsiest part of the tree. And this might seem not like the wisest place to build a nest because it's pretty flimsy, but it does prevent predators like raccoons from getting into the nest. So it's probably the wisest place to place the nest is right on the edge of the structure, just over the water. You see the parent is now covering up the young bird. They will brood the young, even when it's hot in Florida. They will brood and protect those babies underneath the feathers on their belly. Good job, guys. A nice osprey that's also fishing this morning. Wow, we've got a lot of these water birds doing exactly what we're doing. Fins and feathers. And there we've got fins and feathers together. That is an osprey carrying what looks to be a cichlid. Oh yeah. Big bluegill or a cichlid that it's carrying. It's trying to find a suitable place to land and then devour that fish. Got an anhinga right in front of us, getting ready to take off. Look at the size of that neck, really long neck. Well, just a great morning out in the bird sanctuary, Lake Clark Shores. We've seen a number of species, probably 25, 30 species this morning. We've seen all the different species of herons. We've seen some great water birds along the edges of the canal here, limpkin, birds like that. And then to boot, we've caught some nice peacock bass and a really spectacular largemouth. So it's been a pretty fun day on the water. And the amazing thing about these canals is if you've got the right type of boat, and this is the perfect boat because it's nice and low down, you can get under all the bridges and you can visit waterways near and far, all the way down the Palm Beaches. So very, very productive, great fishing, and a great day out on the water. Here's a limpkin with 2 babies, pretty old. Now they will have up to sort of 10 babies at once, but they are born these tiny little fluff balls, and of course a lot of them succumb to aquatic predators like alligators. Raccoons will even eat them. Even a largemouth bass will take one swimming across the canal. Oh, she's got an apple snail. Look at the babies following the mom. She's going to shuck that snail now and feed them. Oh, she's teaching them how to feed. The youngster's getting in there. She's caught the snail for the youngster. So here comes the other adult with another apple snail, and they're going to feed the 2 youngsters together. So we've got mom and dad and 2 babies together. Now their bills are perfectly designed for feeding on apple snails. They feed almost exclusively on these apple snails. So they are very tied to the existence of these apple snails and the levels of the water in Florida. So you'll find limpkins will move depending on the water levels and the availability of apple snails. Now that bill is slightly curved towards the end, so it's perfectly suited for getting the fleshy meat out of the apple snail. And then what the parents will do when the chicks are really young is they'll feed the meat of the apple snail piece by piece to the youngsters. Now at this age, the youngsters are starting to learn to shuck the shell themselves. So the parents will allow them to practice and get the meat out on their own. Very cool. See all these pink eggs on the seawall here? These are apple snail eggs. We were just talking about the limpkin feeding on apple snails. Well, apple snails will lay their eggs out of the water, above the water line, and then those little apple snails will hatch, go into the water, and they'll begin their life cycle. When they get to about that size and bigger is when it's perfect for those limpkin to feed on. Easy, easy, it's a peacock. Nice pea, easy, easy. Okay, nice, cool, cool. Hold on, don't bring it up, just hold on, let me grab it. Ah, yeah, that's a pretty fish. Hold that, Basil. Grab him. Another pretty peacock, another male. A small fish, but it's got a nice belly and a beautiful hump on his head. Look at the beautiful red eye on these Ocellaris peacock bass. Now there are quite a few species of peacock bass. The only one we get predominantly here in Florida is the Ocellaris type. They get up to about 12 pounds. But anything up to 8 pounds is a really big fish in Florida. So we're going to let this guy go. It's a young male. Nice, Basil. Good job. You see how you get your bait in the right spot and you're going to catch a fish. So they do like the structure, so you want to get it close to either a seawall or a sunken piece of wood or a dock, or even under a boat. That's where they like to hang out. Let's try get another one. Good job. These canals are incredibly productive for the diversity of fish. You know, everything is found in these canals in Florida, from native fish like largemouth bass to invasive game fish like clown knifefish and peacock bass. And then of course there's cichlids and tilapia. You can even catch Oscars, which are an aquarium fish which gets quite big. But the diversity here is just absolutely stunning. Well, Joseph is now all grown up. He's been part of our shows for at least 10 years on and off, and some of you that have watched the show will recognize Joseph from 5-10 years ago. Fishing for snook, fishing for all different types of fish, and now he's all grown up.
Yeah, now he's the little man.
Exactly.